Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a Westinghouse iGen2550c. Customer brought it in and said that when they tried to pull it, the pull cord stayed out. So we're going to show you how to replace the recoil assembly on this and see if there's anything else going on with it or if it fires right up. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons as you go along if you enjoy the content. Should be a pretty straightforward repair, but this recoil assembly is housed well within the machine. So we've actually got to take everything apart, take the two pieces of the case where the back comes off and the front comes off, and the face actually comes out also. So we're going to need a just a Phillips head. I'm going to take the screw first off of the selector. Note where it went. This is in the full off position, so when you put it back in, but it's not hard. It's pretty difficult to get mixed up. But we're just going to take all the screws out of the face. Pay attention to what they are as you're taking them out. I'm going to loosen them all, and then I'll come back with a magnet just to kind of pull it out. Bought these little cheapo kind of lasso magnets recently, just to kind of fit into small places, and they seem to work pretty well. I had something stuck in a real tiny location I couldn't get out. Don't remember what it was now, but ever since I bought it, I've used those quite a few times. Those three at the top were the same size. These are also exactly the same. We're just taking everything out so we can get in there to it. This you've got to just flip to unlock, and the face will pull out at the bottom, and there's two little tabs it comes out of at the top. That's free. But again, your recoil is right here, not real accessible. This side, I think normally I keep fixed to the generator itself, and the other side I pull off, and that's where I'm able to get in between the face and the other side to get it replaced. I'm not 100% sure actually if I've done one on this specific model. I can't remember, but I've done quite a few of them. Wow, seems like all of these screws so far are the same side, size, which is very helpful. When you don't have to remember all the different sizes and where they go, it makes it quite a bit easier. Got Butterfingers today. Same thing with this. Put that to unlock, pull out the three tabs, and then there's just two little tabs at the top. Now we've got three more screws at the bottom. Again, all the same size. Very helpful. I'm going to take the four around the outside of the face that holds it in. Also all the same size. Wow. I think Westinghouse did a pretty good job on that part of it anyway. Oh golly. This one may have been just easier just to take the ones out of the face itself and let it kind of fall apart. Interesting. Yeah, I'm positive at this point that I have not done this exact model. So I think honestly, with just that face coming out, you may be able to get to this. Now that we've got down here, it looks like there's only 2 screws holding this board in. So we're going to remove the one facing at the bottom, right here. I can get just that same one in that side. And that's crazy. It is exactly the same again. Screw. Same length and everything. Perfect. The other side, it's a little more difficult. This one's not quite as easy, so I'm just going to use a Phillips bit and a ratcheting wrench. I'm going to hold on to it and take it out just little by little. Kind of glad I took all those screws out anyway, at least from the side, so I have this extra access room. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of hard to get that board out. And you can probably do it at this point without removing the board. It's going to give us a lot more room to work with it out. I think we're there. Same screw. Now this board, be careful of all the wiring attached. Don't want to pull anything. Got kind of really all kinds of room to kind of set that back where we're at. Here we are. So the top 2 will be pretty easy with just my extensions on my impact. These will all be the same size. This one's got a little piece that holds a wire that'll have to go back on there. Got it. The bottom one, I'm just going to use my ratchet. Once it's loose, I should just be able to come with my socket. Yeah, it comes out really easily then. All right, and we're free. Does look like we've got it zip tied. Some wiring on the side. Grab some snips. It's just zip tied there. We'll throw another zip on it. We've got to cut this cord so we can get it out. We're just going to pull the cord out from that side. The new Recoil comes with a knot in it. I like to take that knot out, and I like to knot it all the way down. So I like to pull the string all the way out, and then I like to just loop it. So once we get it installed, I can just pull hard or pull that loop down, and it'll come right out. Otherwise, you can't get this through very easily without it pulling back against you. Got to make sure all this is routed right. If it's not, it'll be hitting on either the fuel line or the piece here. Should be able to see that pretty clearly once you've got it all put in. We will, on the bottom side, get that zip tied. We're going to zip tie that wire right back here. So I'll grab one of those, put it through, bend it around a couple times, that way it comes back towards you. I'm going to go around all 3 of those just like it was before. And we'll get them zipped up. You don't want it super tight, just kind of firm so it holds it in place. And we'll stick this back up against the face and start putting some screws back in. Start with the top. Probably wasn't a good one to start with because it's got that keeper on it. Bottom one, get it started. All right, that is good. This is how it should look coming out. When you're going up, it's going to be behind everything. Then out to the side. Before we go any further, we want to get our handle on the outside. So we're just going to put it through. I like to just loop it once, loop it again, and pull it up towards the top. Now we're good. We can throw this piece right back on. Just clips in there. Now I'll just pull this up since I left enough room on the end. Pull that up and take my knot out. Have a pair of needle nose. There we are. Can let it back in. Should be able to get our board back in pretty easily now. Just put it up. We're going to slide it down in those notches where it's at. And then we'll screw those two screws back in. Easy enough that we don't have to figure out which one goes where. Screwed back in. Get this one. Oh, still trying to go loosen. If you look here once it's installed, it shouldn't be hitting anything. It should come straight up and through. Everything should be held out of the way. If it's hitting anything at all, you will want to address that before putting it back together. You may have to cut that rope, reroute it, and then put it back in the handle again. Start getting it put all back together. Get the face straight on. Shouldn't be too hard. We shouldn't have too many gaps or anything. If we do, you'll want to take a look at that and figure out why. Maybe something's not lining back up like it should. Like that came out just a hair for a second. Gonna say that looked weird for a minute, but it's because the side ones aren't back in. I guess I forgot one in the face. Okay, let's see. Side cover back on. Tabs in. Lock that down. Put that guy back in there to off. I feel like that's a little bit. There it goes. Should be all the way to off where we started with. Got the other side. All snaps in. It's got to be to unlock. Then flip it into lock. It says this hasn't ran for a year. I'm going to turn the fuel to on. It's good. Choke it here. Let's see what happens. Eco mode off. And there's good. I know we're going to have a good recoil. Of course, it wouldn't start after sitting for a year. Why would it? Hopefully I don't have to take it all back apart. But he sent a carburetor with it. I do not believe it's the right carburetor. Can drain this fuel, see exactly what it looks like real quick. Now we're getting fuel in the carb. Jet's probably plugged or something. Looks pretty yellow, but it doesn't look cloudy or watery or anything. Strange that it's still coming out. I guess it must be siphoning from the tank. Turn that fuel valve off, which is all built into that switch. Let it drain. So again, doesn't really look bad. Definitely doesn't smell great. Not really sure what I want to do here. Again, he sent a carburetor with it. I think the choke mechanism is definitely a little bit different. It may or may not be able to be flipped out, and we could just use this one. Not really sure how I want to do it. I guess what I'll do is I'll pull the carb off, or the bowl off the carb, see what it looks like to begin with. If it's real bad, we'll probably end up trying to make that carburetor work for him. Otherwise, I'll just clean the main jet out. Just 10 millimeter on the bottom. Definitely got a good amount of stuff in it. This has just a small jet right on the side. See if I can't get a good angle to get that out. I think I have a small, I've got a small little custom piece here I think I can use. That will fit in there, it will. Just gonna take this jet out, see if it may be clogged, or maybe it's just that fuel. The jet is, can't really tell. Yep, so the jet is clogged. Clean it out. Yeah, she's plugged pretty tight. Bunch of gunk in that one. Looking good now. back in. Spray just a little bit of carb cleaner there. Blow all that off. Also going to run my piece up through the emulsion tube if I can get it in there. Never hurts. I'll leave that bowl off until we empty the tank, flush it all out. Turn the fuel on. Just going to let any of it drain out the carb area that can. Just adding a little bit of pressure. Some always hides down there. I think we're good. I'll just put a little carb cleaner in there and dry the rest of it out. Get a little bit sprayed just on a towel. Carb cleaner here. And I'm going to try to get all this crusty off of the inside there. It's coming pretty easily. I'm trying not to mess with that gasket. It's a lot easier to put that back up in there. That gasket's still attached, but if it comes off, we'll make do. And almost all of it, a little more on another corner here. All right, we're all good. Put this back up in there. Seems like we're all lined up. Getting just the tiny bit that's on the tip here off. Don't want that on there all either. That looks just about right. Might be supposed to be just a hair that way, I think. Perfect. Now I got to close my drain here. Throw some fuel in here. Cap on. Going to put the side cover back also. I think with the jet the way that it was, I don't see any reason this thing's not going to fire up and run perfect. Let's see, so we're on choke. Move some of this out of our way. Let's see what happens. Well, there we have it, back into working order. This thing is good running machine form again. If you got a Westinghouse 2550c or a similar unit, be very thankful that this is one of the easier ones to work on in that regard. Whether you're replacing the recoil or getting to the carburetor or any of that stuff, it is kind of tight, but all of the screws are the same. Most of these things have 3 or 4 different screw sizes, and you've got to remember where all that goes, and they're extremely difficult to get back together. This one seems much simpler, so I was very happy about that. Again, I don't think I've worked on exactly this model to do this before. I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult, honestly. Hopefully I helped you out again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Have a great day.